Good day, everyone. I am Miss Lorraine, your teacher in General Mathematics. And for today, we will start to discuss all about functions. What is our today's agenda? First, we will define terms in our topic. Second, we will discuss functions as models. Third, the type of graphs. Fourth, we will be having our generalization and conclusion. And the last one, what are the things need to do? Okay, so our topic for today is all about a relation and functions. So our objectives for today, we will represent real life situations using function. Okay, now, so let's define relation. So when I say relation, a relation is a set of ordered pairs which is x and y. So let's say I have here 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So your 1 is your x, your 2 is your y. 3 is your x, 4 is your y. So this is an ordered pair. So when can we say that it is a set of ordered pairs? So dapat may ganyan siyang symbol para ma-consider na siya ay set. So set of ordered pairs, that is a relation. Okay, next. Relation relates values from a set of values called the domain to a second set of values called the range. So it means that your ordered pair, which is x, is also your domain. And then your ordered pair, which is y, is also your range. So ibig sabihin po, itong si x, yan din yung domain. And then si y, yan ang range. Next, the elements of the domain can be imagined as input to generate one or more outputs. So, si x is also your domain, which is also your input. And then si y, which is also your range, is also your output. Okay? So, tandaan po ha, pag sinabing x, yan na din si domain, yan din si input. Pag sinabing y, yan si range, yan si output. So, again, pag sinabi nating relation, set siya. So, ibig sabihin dapat may ganitong symbol. Yan. Set siya ng ordered pairs. Okay, next. Paano naman pag sinabing function? It is a relation where each element in the domain is related to only one value in the range. So, pag sinabi nating domain, again, yan si x or yan si input. Ang sabi daw po, yung each element daw po dapat ng x mo or ng domain mo or ng input mo ay related lang dapat siya nag-iisang related lang dapat siya sa value mo sa range or output or y. Okay? Next. The elements of the domain can be imagined as input that corresponds to only one output. So, yan na din yung nasa una kong sinabi. Yung input mo, si x, dapat nagko-corresponds lang siya. Nag-iisa lang siyang corresponding or correspondence sa output. And then a function is a set of ordered pairs x and y such that no two ordered pairs have the same x value but different y values. Ibig sabihin po, masasabi natin na ang isang relation ay function kapag wala pong naulit sa x values mo or wala pong naulit. Dapat sila ay unique, magkakaiba-iba. Okay? Masasabi mong function siya. Pero kapag yan ay may same na x value, tapos may same na x value siya, tapos hindi unique yung kanyang x, matik po, yan ay not functions. Okay? Pero pwede pong magkakaiba ang y values. Tandaan nyo lang po, pag sinabing function, dapat po unique or walang magkakapareho or dapat magkakaiba-iba yung x input or domain mo. Okay? Example po tayo para mas magets po natin. So, we have here a set of ordered pairs. So, this is a relation. Kasi set of ordered pairs yan. Okay? That is a relation. Now, the question is, what is the domain? So, sabi ko kanina, si domain, same lang yan na siya si input at siya si x value. So, ibig sabihin, ang domain mo ngayon ay lahat ng x values mo. Ayan. So, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ayan po ang iyong domain, which is your x value and which is your input. Now, what is the range? So, si range naman, that is your y value, which is also your output. So, matik, ang y mo dyan, ayan, si y value. We have here ang range natin. We have here -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, and 0. So, sa tatandaan natin, si x value natin ay tinatawag na domain na tinatawag din na input. Ang y value po natin, tinatawag na range, tinatawag na output. Another example. Ayan. So, we have here an input for -5, 0, 9, and -1. Output is -2 and 7. What is the domain? Sabi natin, si x ay si domain at si input. So, matik, ang domain mo dyan ay si input. For -5, 0, 9, and -1. What is the range? So, si range natin, yan si y or si output. So, kitang-kita na natin. We have -2 and 7. So, is a relation a function? Lahat ba daw ng relation nagfa-function? Or lahat daw ba ng relation ay function? So, paano natin malalaman na yung relation ay function? Magpo-focus daw po tayo sa x coordinates or x values natin sa given na relation. Titingin ka lang sa x values mo. Doon ka lang magpo-focus. If the set of ordered pairs have different, ibig sabihin magkakaiba-iba daw ang x coordinates mo, unique, magkakaiba-iba, ang tawag dyan sa relation na yan ay function. Function siya. Pero, kapag yung set of ordered pairs have same x coordinates, may magkaparehong x coordinates doon sa given na relation, matik yan ay not function. So, tatandaan natin, si y coordinates have no bearing in determining functions. Kasi para sa pagdedetermine ng function, ang kailangan lang po nating pag-focusan ay yung ating x. Okay, magfo-focus tayo sa x. Masasabing, function siya kapag unique ang x mo, walang naulit sa value mo sa x. Not function naman kapag may naulit sa value mo sa x. Example po tayo. So, we have here a set of ordered pairs, which is a relation. The question is this a function? Paano natin malalaman na function siya? Look only at the x coordinates. Tingin ka lang sa x coordinates mo. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unique ba siya? May naulit ba? Kung napapansin natin, wala po. So, matik yan ay yes, that is a function. Unique ang x values mo. Next example. Is this a function? So, ang hint natin palagi kapag tinatanong si function, kung function ba ang given na relation, titingnan lang natin yung x coordinates. We have -1, 1, 2, 0, 0, -2. So, kung mapapansin natin, dalawa yung 0. Okay? Dalawa yung 0 sa x values na ulit. Hindi na siya unique. So, yan ay not a function. Okay? Ayan. So, function can also be expressed as a correspondence or mapping of two non-empty sets. So, may papakita din daw po natin si function as mapping. First, 1:1. So, ito po ang graph ni 1:1. Kung mapapansin natin, yung x natin dito, yung value ng x natin, nagko-correspond siya sa 1 value sa y. 1 value sa x corresponds to 1 value sa y. So, that is a 1-to-1 function. Next, we have many:1. So, sa ating graph, pag sinabing many:1, ibig sabihin, maraming x values, tapos nag-iisa ang y values. So, kung mapapansin natin dito, A, E, B, E. So, naulit yung y value mo. So, maraming x values na nagko-correspond sa iisang y value. So, matik yan ay many is to 1. So, kung mapapansin po natin sa graph na to, hindi natin siya pwedeng sabihin 1 is to 1. Porket nakita natin na C corresponds to F, D corresponds to G. Pero pag nakita natin tong A corresponds to E, B corresponds to E ulit, matik po, yan ay many is to 1. Okay po? So, hindi po yan 1 is to 1 kasi may naulit. Iisa lang ang corresponding y value ni A tsaka ni B. So, that is many is to 1. And the last one, we have 1 is to many. So, pag sinabi namang 1 is to many, nag-iisang value siya sa x mo, tapos nagko-correspond siya sa maraming value sa y. So, example natin, 1a, 2d, 3b, 3 ulit, c. Okay? 1 is to many. Okay? So, ngayon, kailan natin masasabing function? Function si map or function ang mapping. So, sa 1 is to 1 po, that is a function. Paano siya nasabing function? Kung mapapansin natin sa x values natin, wala pong naulit na x. Okay, lahat sila unique. So, 1 is to 1. So, that is a function. Next, si many is to 1 kaya. Is that a function or not? Okay, yes, that is a function. Ma'am, bakit siya naging function? May naulit. As you can see po, ang naulit po dito sa many is to 1 ay si y values. A, E, B, E. Si y values po ang naulit. So, kapag, sasabihin natin na paano natin malalaman kapag function siya? Kapag hindi po dapat naulit si x. So, since hindi naman naulit yung x dito sa many is to 1, matik po siya ay function pa din. Okay? Wala pong bearing si y. How about si 1 is to many? Yes, si 1 is to many po, that is not a function. Ma'am, bakit po yan naging not a function? Tingnan po natin yung x natin. Si 1, nag-correspond sa A. Good yan, good. Si 2, nag-correspond sa D. Okay, good pa yan. Si 3, nag-correspond sa B. Tapos si 3 ulit, nag-correspond sa C. So, ibig sabihin, naulit yung isa sa x value mo, which is si 3. So, yan ay not a function. So, tatandaan natin, lahat ng 1 is to 1 at saka many is to 1 is a function. And then, lahat naman ng 1 is to many is not a function kapag mapping. Okay po? Example tayo. Ayan. So, sa input natin or sa x natin, we have 1, 2, 3. Sa output, A, B, C. So, 1C, 2B, 3C. Okay, so this is an example of many is to 1. So, matik, this is a function. Next. Ayan. So, we have here, ayan. Kung mapapansin niyo, meron bang naulit sa x values nyo? Wala po. So, that is a function. Kapag naging ganito yan, mga anak, etong x value mo na to, papunta dito, tapos itong x value mo pa ulit na papunta dito, since naging dalawa na or naulit na yung x value mo na to, magiging no yan, magiging not a function. But since lahat po sila nagko-corresponds lang sa iisang value ng x, matik po yan ay function. Okay, next, we have table of values. It is commonly observed when describing a function that this shows the correspondence between a set of values of x and a set of values of y in a tabular form. So, may ipapakita naman daw po natin si function, si relation as a table of values. Ayan, function as table of values. So, yan pa ang example niya. So, your x, we have 0, 1, 4, 9, 16. And then y values, another x values, and then y values. So, kapag tin-transfer po natin yan sa ordered pairs, ganito lang po yan. 0, negative 5, 1, negative 4, 4, negative 1, 9, 4, 16, 11. Sa ordered pairs. Pero naipakita natin siya through table of values. Okay? So, paano natin malalaman na function or not function si table of values, si given table of values. Example, tingin ka lang ulit sa x values mo. Ayan, sa table natin, nakikita natin dyan si x and y. Sa x values natin, we have 2, 3, 4, 4. Sa y, 7, 5, 2, 3. Kung mapapansin mo, ayan, sa table na yan, naulit si 4. So, ibig sabihin, yan ay not function. Okay? So, same lang din. Katulad sa ordered pairs kanina, tininan lang din natin yung x values natin. Pag may naulit sa x, matik, not function. Next, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Function or not? Yes, that is a function. Kasi po, kung mapapansin natin, yung x values natin, wala namang naulit. Unique silang lahat. So, that is a function. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 7. That is our x. And then, lahat ng y natin is 6. Is that a function or not? Okay, again, magfo-focus lang tayo sa x values. Okay? Yung x values natin ay unique. So, ibig sabihin, yan ay function. Okay? Wala pong bearing si y. Maulit man siya o hindi, kapag sasabihin natin function or not, x lang po ang pagfo-focusan natin. Okay, so recall that in a function, every value of the independent variable, say x, corresponds to unique value of the dependent variable y. So, meron daw po tayong tinatawag na vertical line test. So, vertical line test, it is a relation. A relation is a function if a vertical line, pag sinabing vertical po, patayo, vertical, patayo, horizontal, pahiga. So, masasabi daw natin na function ang isang graph kapag nag-vertical line test daw po tayo yung graph niya is nagpapases lamang sa nag-iisang point. Okay? That is also known as the pencil test. So, take a pencil and move it from left to right, which is negative x to positive x, left to right. If it is crosses more than one point, then it is not a function. Again, kapag gumamit po tayo ng pencil test sa graph, kapag 1 point lang po yung dinaanan ng vertical line test mo, matik po, function siya. 1 point lang. Ito yung line mo, 1 point lang yung dinaanan. So, sa vertical line test, pag 1 point lang ang dinaanan, that is a function. Pero kapag sa iisang vertical line mo, naging dalawa po, yung dinaanan ng graph mo, magiging not a function na po siya. Example po tayo. So, would this graph be a function? Tingnan po natin yung graph. Function kaya siya? So, let's take a pencil. From left to right. From negative x to positive x. So, patakbuhin po natin ang ating pencil. Ayan. So, dyan sa una niyang takbo, 1 point lang ang nadaanan niya sa graph mo. Sa dulo ng takbo niya, 1 point pa din. So, yes, that is a function. Okay? Another example. Ayan, so circle naman. Would this graph be a function? Kuha ka ng pencil. Patakbuhin si pencil. Sa unang takbo, function pa siya kasi isang point lang ang nadaanan ng vertical line test mo or pencil test mo. Pagdating sa gitna, yung graph mo, since circle siya, dumaan siya sa point doon sa y mo, sa positive y mo, tapos dumaan ulit siya sa point ng negative y mo. So, sa iisang vertical line test po, sa iisang vertical line, dalawa po ang point. Ayan. So, sabi natin, kapag 2 or more ang point, sa iisang vertical, matik yan ay not a function. Okay po? Another example po tayo, si letter A, function or not? So, pencil test po tayo. Okay, si A po, pag nag-vertical line test ka, isang point lang ang dadaanan, isang point. So, matik yan ay function. Next, dito po, sa pangalawa. So, pag nag-vertical line test ka, isang point. So, that is a function. Pagdating po dito sa letter C, nag-vertical line test ka dito. Ayan lang yung point na dadaanan. Pagdating po dito, ayan, ilang point na yung tinamaan? 1, 2, 3. 3 points na po ang tinamaan sa iisang vertical. 3 points po, malalaman mo yun dun sa graph mo mismo. Ayan kasi yung graph mo. So, nung nag-vertical line test ka, ilang points sinadaanan niya? 1, 2, 3. So, matik yan ay not a function. Okay? So, application po tayo. Which situation represents a function? Is this 1, the items in the store to their prices on a certain date? Or 2, the types of fruits to their colors? Start tayo. So, number 1 po, yung items in a store to their prices on a certain date, there is only one price for each different item on a certain date. Kasi meron, sa iisang item po, iisa lang naman ang price nun. Kung same item, same price lang po yun. Halimbawa, bumili ka ng chichirya, Nova, yung malaki. So, let's say ang price niya ay 16. So, yung Nova na yon na cheese, 16 ang price. Hindi naman pwedeng sa same store na yon may 16 ang isang Nova na price, may 17. Hindi po pwede iyon. Sa isang Nova na ganoon kalaki, 16 lang ang price niya. So, that is an example of one-to-one function. So, that is a function. Okay? Pagdating dito sa pangalawa, types of fruits to their colors. A fruit such as an apple, let's say, sige, sulat po tayo dito, apple. From the domain, ayan yung domain mo or X mo, si apple, would be associated with more than one color. Kasi si apple, di ba, meron po siyang color green, meron po siyang color red. So, this is your X, this is your X, this is your Y. So, this is a one-to-many. Ibig sabihin po, si number 2 po is not a function. Okay? Kasi si apple nag-correspond sa dalawang color, which is green and red. Sa number 1 kasi, 1:1 function siya. Kung ano yung item, yun yung nag-iisang price. Okay po? So, alin daw po dito yung nagre-represent as function? Okay? Saan daw po? We have number 1. Okay? Ayan. So, another example po tayo. Identify whether the relationship that exists between each of the following pairs indicates a function or not. Number 1, a jeepney and its plate number. Is that a function or not? Yes, that is a function. Kasi in every jeep naman po, jeepney, iba-iba po sila ng plate number. Wala namang isang jeep ay iisang plate number. I mean, wala naman pong dalawang jeep, tatlong jeep, apat na jeep na iisa ang plate number. So, 1:1 po yan. Isang jeep, isang plate number. Unique po lahat ang plate numbers ng jeep. So, that is a function. A student and its ID number. Is that a function or not? Yes, that is a function. Bakit siya naging function? Kasi si ma'am, halimbawa, si ma'am ay student. Iba ang student ID number ko sa ID number mo. Sa ID number ng kaklase mo. Okay? So, yung student number ko sa akin lang yon. So, kay ma'am, sa student number niya. Sa'yo, sa student number mo. 1:1 function. So, that is a function. Next, a teacher and his cellular phone. Is that a function or not? Not. That is not a function. Bakit siya naging not a function? Kasi a teacher can or maybe have 2 cell phones or 3 cell phones. So, halimbawa, si Miss Lorraine, meron akong cellphone for school and then cellphone naman para sa bahay. So, that is not a function. Kasi, hindi naman lahat ng teacher, iisa lang ang phone na ginagamit. Merong 2, merong 3. So, not a function. And then last one, a pen and the color of its ink. Is that a function or not? Of course, that is not a function. Kasi po, si pen, pwede siyang black, pwedeng red, pwedeng blue, pwedeng green, lahat ng color pwede kay pen. So, pen ang X mo or domain mo, nagko-correspond siya sa maraming color. So, that is not a function. Okay, now let's discuss the types of functions and their graphs. So ito po ay mga definitions of terms lamang. Okay po? First one, we have a linear function. So when we say a linear function, a polynomial whose degrees is 1. Okay, ang degree daw po ni linear ay 1. The graph of a linear function is a straight line. So always remember, pag linear, degree niya ay 1, and then ang graph niya ay straight line. Next, identity function. A linear function defined by y is equals to x, whose graph bisects the first and the third quadrant. So, alam naman po natin na sa graph na to, ito si first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and then fourth quadrant. So, ibig sabihin po, pag sinabi daw pong identity function, nagbabisect lang daw po ang graph niya sa first and third quadrant. Okay? So, yan lang po. Diyan lang po ang graph niya. First and third quadrant. Hindi siya pwedeng maging paganto na second and fourth. Okay? That is y is equal to x. Tandaan po natin yan ha, si identity function. Next, quadratic function. A polynomial whose degree is 2. So, kapag ang degree mo ay 1, linear function. Kapag degree naman ay 2, quadratic function. Any quadratic function has a graph which is called a parabola. So, tandaan, kapag linear, 1 ang degree, straight line ang graph. Kapag quadratic, 2 ang degree, parabola ang graph. Next, cubic function. A polynomial whose degree is 3. Ayan. So, we have here a cubic function. Degree ay 1, linear. Degree ay 2, quadratic. Degree ay 3, cubic. Next, constant function. A polynomial function whose degree is 0. Ayan. So, 0 ang degree ni constant. This is in the form y is equal to a, where a is any real number. The graph of a constant function is a horizontal line which is a units away from the x-axis. So, ibig sabihin po, kapag may nakita kayong graph na nakapahiga, ganyan, matik po, yan ay constant function. Ang degree niya po ay 0. And then, yung form ng kanyang graph ay y is equal to a. So, naka-lie lang po siya sa y-axis. Okay? Kaya kasi pahiga po siya. Next, we have a rational function. So, tandaan lang po natin, si rational function. Two polynomial functions expressed as a quotient. Okay, now, generalization po tayo. Characteristics of a function from set x to set y. First, each element of x must be assigned to only one element of y. Ayan. So, dapat po, nag-iisa lang daw ang x mo. Unique siya. Hindi siya pwedeng maulit. Some elements of y may not be an image of an element of x. Sabi ko nga po kanina, si y, wala pong bearing sa pag-identify kung ang given relation ay function. Two or more elements of x may be assigned to the same element of y. And the last one, an element of x cannot be assigned to two or more different elements in y. Kasi nga po, bawal pong maulit si x. Okay? So, hindi po siya pwedeng ma-assign. Okay? Next. Question of the day. So, meron po tayo ditong 5 questions. Yung 5 questions na ito ay sasagutin nyo po at ang sagot nyo po ay i-comment po ninyo dito sa ating lesson na ito. Okay? Kung saan po ito naka-upload, dito nyo po siya i-comment. Private comment. Number 1. Differentiate function from relation. Question number 2. What is the other term of x and y in a relation? Question number 3. How do we represent a function? Give at least one and explain. And then number 4. When can we say that a relation is a function or not? Last one. Does the diagram below illustrate a function? Ayan. Why or why not? Conclusion. Not every function or not every relation is a function, but every function is a relation. Tatandaan niyo, hindi lahat ng relasyon nagfa-function, pero lahat ng nagfa-function ay tinatawag na relation. Okay? So, ito po yung mga kailangan nyong gawin after this discussion. First, magkakaroon po tayo ng activity number 1, which is the relation and function. Ito po ay magaganap every Thursday. So, magkakaroon po tayo ng activity every Thursday sa time natin. And then, of course, sa asynchronous time po ninyo, ito po ay re-reviewin ninyo yung PPT natin, yung i-upload ko po na PowerPoint presentation, tsaka itong pre-recorded video. And then, the things to do, we have WPS number 1. It will be held on Thursday. So, ang content po nito ay yung itinuro po syempre ni ma'am ngayong linggo, which is all about function and relations. So, make sure po na sasagutan yung questions of the day para po magkaroon po kayo ng score sa ating first activity, first seat work ngayong linggo. Okay? So, that will be all. So, thank you po for listening and have a great day.